I am going to teach you lead acid battery. One of the most widely used batteries in electric vehicle is lead acid battery. Let us understand how lead acid battery work. The anode is made up of lead. The cathode is made from lead peroxide. The electrolyte is dilute sulfuric acid. Let us understand the working. Discharging of battery cell. During discharging, when lead is connected across the plate, the sulfuric acid breaks up into positive hydrogen ion and negative sulfate ions. One of the sulfate ions moves towards anode and gives it electrons. Sulfate reacts with lead to form lead sulfate. The electrons travel through the external circuit and then reach the cathode. At the cathode, the hydrogen ions, sulfate ions, react with lead peroxide to form lead sulfate with water, produced as a byproduct. Let us understand the reaction. So, in electrolyte, sulfuric acid breaks into hydrogen ion and sulfate ion. At anode, lead combine with sulfate to form lead sulfate, giving away electrons. At cathode, lead peroxide react with hydrogen ion and sulfate ions to form lead sulfate and water. This is the cell reaction. Electrolyte is a sulfuric acid breaks up into hydrogen and sulfate. At anode, lead reacts with sulfate to form lead sulfate. Similarly, cathode, lead peroxide reacts with sulfate to form lead sulfate. So, during discharging, electrolyte loses sulfuric acid and gain lead sulfate and water. Charging of battery. During charging, the lead sulfate deposit are present from the discharging process. A charger is connected across the plate and current flow from the charger. The water gained during discharging process breaks into positive hydrogen and negative oxide ions. The oxide ion reacts with the cathode to form lead peroxide, giving away sulfate and two electrons. These electrons then move towards the anode. At anode, in the presence of electrons, the lead sulfate converts back to lead and sulfate ion. This sulfate ion, along with hydrogen and sulfate from the previous reaction, form back sulfuric acid. Let us understand the reaction in electrolyte. Water breaks into hydrogen ion and oxide ion. At anode, lead sulfate in the presence of electrons form lead and sulfate. At cathode, lead sulfate combines with oxide ions to form lead peroxide and sulfate. The byproduct combine to form and back sulfuric acid. So, during charging, electrolyte sulfuric acid and concentration is increases. Thank you.